Good day, good day. I hope all is well for everybody. I'm going to be doing a reaction video. If anybody who, anybody who has been around for a while and you've seen the changes in the content on my channel, then you know at one point in time I was doing reaction videos, but I just didn't stick with it just because the whole copyright situation. I was just not trying to get into any of that and have to deal with it. But now understanding it more, I get it. You know, I know how to maneuver. I know the Creative Commons. I'm going to still be looking for videos under that just so I can make sure I can get my content out, especially where I'm at right now. So yeah, it's just about getting her done. So what I'm going to be doing on today is reacting to the video. This is a video that I think I've watched this before, if I'm not mistaken, but it's the untold story of 4 New Orleans women, girls, however you want to call it. But I'm going to let y'all hear what it's about, and we're going to react to it. I would love to react to, meaning that's what I will be doing, reacting to things that matter to me, you know, things that I'm interested in and things that I feel like we all can learn from. I'm going to try to organize, because I've told you all before I watch so many different things. What I'm going to work on doing with this new segment, because I'm still going to be doing my good day segments, but I'm also adding, of course, different content to the library. So I will be doing reactions. I'll be reacting to different things, man, from gardening things, woodworking, a combination of the two. I'm just putting together some things, man, and having some conversations around certain things, and also just giving you all more of a visual. Even in my good day videos, I might attempt to give you all more visuals so you can understand what I'm talking about, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. So we'll go ahead and get into this video, and y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. And yeah, let's get to it.
We begin this hour with an incredible story of courage for Black History Month. We're sharing the stories of 3 girls who helped change history 62 years ago. At 6 years old, they desegregated their New Orleans school the same morning as Ruby Bridges integrated a different school just blocks away. But their story has often gone untold. Jamie Wax, he met with the pioneers who are nicknamed the McDonough.
That part, that's what I was going to say. Oftentimes, the story you don't really hear about, you know what I mean? They like pick one person and run with it, or they recreate the whole situation. If I'm not mistaken, the Rosa Parks situation is like a recreation of sorts for what actually happened to a young lady. So, you know, which, not to say it can't be just that one token person for things, but oftentimes it is more than just that one person that did it, right? You gotta also count the efforts of the people who tried prior, but they didn't necessarily make it to be considered the first. See, man, I feel like all efforts matter. So the people names who you'll never hear, they should be respected and appreciated just as much as the token.
3. After the school, they integrated. They talked about their heroism and why they returned to their school to make history once again.
It was integration day today for the first grades of 2 New Orleans elementary schools. It was a short walk, but perhaps one of the most historic. Alongside U.S. Marshals, 3 little girls stepping foot into McDonough 19 Elementary in New Orleans to desegregate schools in the state for the very first time, creating national impact.
Local police in large numbers were on hand to see that integration took place without trouble.
On the morning of November 14, 1960, 6-year-olds Leona Tate, Gail Etienne, and Tessie Prevost were met by the roars of protesters.
Ooh, the second girl, she was just like bracing herself. Just to think about what that's like to be going through that as a kid. Let me change this frame. But like, to just be.
What was your sense?
To just thinking, right? You are going through this as a kid, man. Like, you are literally having to adult. You are literally having to adult at such a young age, because let's be real, like, you're a kid having to face things that you really shouldn't even having to be facing as a kid, but also you are making history, you know what I mean? You are pushing forward ignorance to a degree. You are not pushing forward the ignorance, but like pushing beyond the ignorance. And it's gotta be a lot, man. All I want to do is play with my friends and learn new things and have a chance to just actually grow up, you know, being a regular kid, whatever regular means, you know, being regular in your life of enjoying and expanding and having a family dynamic and learning how to be an adult, even though you are still a kid. But you know, as a kid, you're basically learning to be an adult because you're eventually gonna grow into one. All right, okay.
As a child walking past all of that, did you know it was directed to you?
With the way they were howling and making noises, I thought if they could have got to me, they would have killed me. They were angry with me, and I didn't know why. At 6 years old, I didn't understand why they were acting like that.
My daddy told me in the car, he said,
Exactly. You this grown. Why you acting like that? Over this? It's knowledge. If you feel like your kid is going to be, or is so smart and is so much smarter than me, then why won't you let us be in the same space and learn the same things and do what we do? I never outsmart her, right?
look straight ahead, take my hand, and I'm here. And I wasn't afraid. For some reason, I just wasn't afraid. I felt protected.
She looked like she wasn't scared. She looked like she wasn't scared. She looked like, okay, I'm about to show y'all.
With my dad.
And then one by one, every single student left, except for the 3 of you. Every single student.
Every single.
But the teachers stayed.
Yeah. They had received a
All the
telegram that
teachers.
morning telling them if they didn't report to school, they would be
All the
fired.
teachers had to stay.
No violence, but plenty of vocal abuse.
For the rest of the year, Tate, Etienne, and Prevost remained the only students in the entire school.
Ruth Nell Bridges has to go to school.
But the media's attention was on first grader Ruby Bridges, who desegregated William Frantz Elementary School in the same city on the same day.
Somehow the world knows Ruby Bridges.
See, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. But no, that's you know what I'm saying? This is why it's how it should happen.
You were sort of forgotten in the mix. Did you feel that way?
Oh yeah. You know, because just knowing what we went through, you know, and for people not to remember that was hurtful.
They hold no resentment toward Bridges. They forged on, but will never forget the abuse they faced in the other integrated schools they attended throughout childhood.
And at first,
I mean, ultimately, they had anything to do with her.
I was on nerve medicine for a while.
As a child?
As a child, at 6 years old, yes. At Sam's, I got hit in the stomach with a baseball bat. And the teachers didn't do anything about it. The principal, nobody. It was like it didn't happen. Beat up in the classroom, spit on us, spit in our food.
In a way, there's no pop.
See, and that's the other part of that, right? Bro, come on now. Come on. Fighting, see, and this is why I feel like you shouldn't always fight to be in the spaces with the same people who don't want you to be there because of that, right? This is what you get. It's like, okay, so you want to get in so bad, cool, come on. Mean girls, you know what I'm saying? Come on in, you want to be in so bad, I got something for you. Like, I'm not saying that how the movie Mean Girls went, but what I'm saying, you get, if you know, you know. But it's like that. So that's why I feel it's important to worry more, not even worry, have the goal of creating your own space, creating your own vibe, because you already know what happens. When you create your own space, you create your own vibe. One or two things gonna happen. They're gonna try to steal it, or they are going to be sad, salty, irritated that they can't be a part of it truly. Yeah.
Possible ability anyone has to express or discuss what you three have shared as a shared experience. I mean, that's a very special bond.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Sisters for life.
Their sisterhood brought them back to the school 62 years later, this time with a new mission.
And this is the same door.
The Leona Tate Foundation for Change recently purchased the school, transforming the building that's been vacant since Hurricane Katrina into an educational space that opened just a few months ago. It's called the TEP Center, a nod to their three initials.
We are sitting here in the school that the three of you came to as 6-year-olds.
How you
Tell me about
rewrite your
reclaiming this
history.
space for what it is now.
The center.
That's how you rewrite your history. That's how you take the BS and turn it into greatness.
Is to educate those that didn't know about the integration and the desegregation of public schools. And if you feel like you're a part of that, this is the place you come to try to solve that problem.
Oh, wow. This is the classroom.
This is the classroom.
Visitors can step foot into the original classroom the girls were confined to in 1960, the only room they were allowed to sit in.
This class was full of students when we got here. But in a matter of a few minutes, they were all gone.
Upstairs, the top 2 floors of the building have been converted to apartments for seniors, like Richard Johnson, the first resident to move in.
When I come through them doors, them glass doors, and I'm inside, this is like heaven. This is a spot only, this is a special spot. This is special.
Do you feel a sense of the history of this space?
Oh, trust me, I do. It's just like a caterpillar turning into a cocoon and then it turns into the butterfly.
This reference, this cocoon to butterfly thing, it's heavy. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there.
That's what happened. It's beautiful.
This caterpillar of a building has only grown with time. What started as the center of pain for 3 little girls has turned into one of hope for the 3 women today. In fact, November 14th has officially been declared New Orleans 4 Day in the city, recognizing the heroism of all 4 trailblazers whose short walk led to lasting change.
I'll ask each of you, would you do it again if you had to do it again?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
All 3 of you?
It made it better. It opened up doors, opportunities for other people. You know, so somebody had to make the sacrifice, and I guess it was the 3 of us.
The chosen ones.
The chosen ones.
Yes.
Many people are hoping to get that date, November 14th, nationally recognized as New Orleans 4 Day. And I have to say, guys, on a personal note, my own first grader goes to an incredibly diverse public school in New Orleans, more diverse than the one she would go to in New York City. Think about that for a minute, thanks to the sacrifices of the New Orleans 4 and their families. Just unbelievable.
Wow. Listen, when I say you gotta take it and make it your own, and at any point in time that we have the ability and the finances and the capacity to be able to take over a space and a place that once held pain over the heads of those affected, then do it, because you really rewrite that history. You really can go through and cleanse that space. You really can go through and go really to the depths of cleansing that space. And I don't think sometimes we understand how powerful we are as people and as an individual, to think that you can't rewrite the emotional part of the history and the current energy, and just transform that energy into something a lot better, a lot more positive, and a lot more forthcoming and forward pushing than what was previously there. So I think it's a great thing. Let me say this. I think it's a great thing that they did, because when I say hold on one second. When I say you gotta really just take over what has had you down for so long, like you really do. Like you gotta come into it with the mindset that, one, it can be done, and two, that you will allow yourself to go through the process of the healing. And first you need to be broken down. It needs to be broken down. It has to be torn down. After that, meaning the energy. After that, you can start looking at these pieces and figuring out what you're looking at, and also understanding how to heal what has been and move forward to what can come out of the situation. And that's, to me, with any trauma that you have, with any place or any situation. And I referenced this book because this book was so much more than the title, which is Success Without a College Degree. This book is a good book. And the book just teaches you, really explains about the subconscious mind and the conscious mind, and how you don't have to be attached to certain past situations and circumstances and mental torment of the memories of what happened and so forth and so on. So I just think it's important to consider the fact that no, you don't have to take on the burden of all that was, and try to transform. Sometimes, yes, you just need to move on. But if you can do so, do it. You feel me? If you can do it, make it happen. Make it happen. But I'm about to get out of here. You all have a great day. Continue to understand that barriers are being broken, right? Especially now, like, we're in a whole different place. And I ain't even talking about that thing. If you've been watching my other content, not even talking about that. I'm talking about from a spiritual standpoint, from an internal standpoint, from a collective standpoint. It's a different ball game, baby. And again, I keep saying this, but it's like you get with it or you done for. You gonna get in alignment with the assignment and what's happening and what's going to be occurring, or you gonna be on the back end, because ain't nobody, it's over with now. It's over with, man. If you know, you know. If you don't, then you need to figure it out. Figure it out, my baby. Figure it out. Alright, y'all be easy, y'all be light. See y'all on the next one. Oh, by the way, who you loud? Why are you so loud? Hurry up and go now. By the way, hit that like button.